aqui na guarda,
So we are here in the close guard.
Como o nome já está dizendo, a guarda eu tô preso.
As you guys know, when the guy closes the guard, you'll not be able to move, right? You're locked.
A primeira coisa que eu tenho que ter aqui é ter uma base boa.
First thing, you're gonna make sure that you have a good base.
E me defender de todos os ataques.
And avoid the attacks.
Então, se eu ficar com o meu joelho aqui junto,
so if I stay away from my both knees together like that,
se você balançar o quadril,
I'd be able to off balance.
Eu caio. Então eu vou colocar nos dois joelhos do quadril.
So first thing, you're gonna put the knees on the side of the hips, closing the hips right here.
E matar o teu quadril ali.
And then I'm not be able to off balance him anymore.
Então, já me equilibrei aqui.
So now he'll be able to have a good control, good base.
Agora eu vou ter uma postura boa que você não vai conseguir me atacar.
Now he's gonna make sure about his posture, that I'm not be able to break his posture or make some fouls.
Então eu gosto de colocar a mão na faixa.
So he prefer to make a grip on the belt.
Põe os dois polegares por cima.
Point your fingers, this one, up.
Só colocar.
If you put it inside there,
Você vê com as duas mãos no cotovelo.
I come with my both hands
E puxar.
and attack the wrist a lot. Or break his grip.
Polegar para cima.
With his finger up like this,
Não tem nem lado.
I don't have angle, I'm not be able to submit him or break his grip.
Agora eu coloco as duas.
So you're gonna put both hands,
Vou esticar meu cotovelo.
you're gonna extend his arm.
E ela não vai lá para trás.
So at the same time, you guys gonna extend your arm like that and put your backward.
Aqui o cara vai atacar a bola, ataca cruzado, qualquer
From
coisa.
here, most of the people from the bottom, they're gonna try to grab on the collar to break the posture. So that's gonna be super hard for me to break his posture.
Mesmo tendo menos força que você não consegue quebrar minha postura.
So doesn't matter if you don't have much strength or power. Doesn't matter about the person at the bottom. They're not gonna be able to break your posture because this control right here.
Faz a verdade. Se meu cotovelo estiver aberto,
If you open your elbow,
puxa.
this is gonna happen. If you extend your arm and make sure that you have your elbow tight like that, it's gonna be hard to break the posture.
Então defende bola, agora você não consegue atacar.
So now he makes sure that I'm not be able to break his posture right here.
Agora meu cotovelo sempre fechado, nunca aberto.
Your elbow always tight, close on my leg right here, inside.
Aí você vê que corre lá,
So try to get the armbar.
deixa no cotovelo.
It's hard to do.
Se você insistir para abrir
If the person insists to go to the armbar,
abre a guarda, no braço.
he's gonna take advantage about the position and lift one leg.
Se meu cotovelo estiver aberto, vai.
If he opens his elbow, I'll be able to go to the armbar.
Então, cotovelo fechado.
So close your elbows. Keep tight, stay tight.
Já abriu. Entra aqui. Então, defende igual, defende o armlock.
So you're gonna defend the control, the about the posture and control and then you're gonna avoid the armbars as well.
Agora eu preciso abrir.
So now you need to open the guard.
Vou escolher lado, fazer arco no.
You're gonna pick one side, for sure your good side, your strong side. You're gonna make it like a hook with your arm, like this. So remember, you're not gonna leave the grip of the belt. You're gonna keep controlling the belt and just make a like this. So as soon you do that, he's gonna drop his elbow on my leg, and then like that, he'd be able to open my guard. Você joga pro seu corpo e pro seu braço.
Pra baixo.
So remember, he gonna use his full body, and then he gonna drop to the side. You're not gonna push with your elbow. Remember to use your full body. He gonna just control the elbow right there, keep tight, and then he turn his body to the side.
Se eu não fizer Eu não consegui ter pressão pra abrir.
If you don't do the hook, you'll not be able to open the guard.
Aqui eu tenho.
So remember to do that one. That's the secret.
It's okay? One more time? Or it's good?
Hey, you guys want to see one more time?
You guys want to see it one more time? Yeah. Yes, sir.
Vamos lá. Tá, abrir teu quadril com os joelhos.
Block the hips.
Mão na faixa.
Control the belt. Extend a little bit your arm. Pick one side. Make the hook. And open the guard.
Eu não gosto de segurar na calça.
He doesn't like it to make the grip in the pants.
Que a calça, você tira os shorts, tira os shorts.
From the pants, I still be able to come up a little bit.
A faixa consegue esticar.
Control the belt, he be able to extend and pin my body on the floor. So that's gonna be hard for me to come up.
Agora
And then he go.
Good? 1, 2, 3. 2 minutes, 1 pass, okay? Let's go.
Okay. So sometimes you not be able to open the guard on your knees. So now you guys gonna pass on the top.
Same thing, same concept about the posture. So you'll not be able to stand up with both, if your opponent have a both control on the pants.
Durante a luta, é você achar que eu sou mais forte que você mesmo.
So the thing really important, the person at the bottom think that he's more strong than the other guy.
Se eu ver no teu punho aqui, ó, eu não vou conseguir arrancar. Você é mais forte que eu, eu não vou arrancar.
If you come to on my wrist to try to break my grip, he not be able to do that. He come on top of my hand,
Agora esmaga.
and then he gonna smash. So as soon you break my grip, you're gonna take opportunity and grab on my sleeve.
Se a palma do ombro estiver pra baixo, você tira o
So if you point your palm down like that, I'd be able to circle my hand and make my grip.
Agora, se a palma da mão estiver pra cima.
So if you make the grip on the sleeve and rotate up like that, that's gonna be hard for me to move.
Pegar em mim.
He has control. So the same side that you have a control on the sleeve, the same side you're gonna make a stab with the leg.
A outra mão na faixa, sempre com o cotovelo fechado.
The other hand you control on the belt.
Levanto. E tiro os dois braços de baixo, ó. Subo por baixo.
So as soon you come up like that, so you're gonna make a posture like that and point your hips forward.
Meu joelho empurrando teu quadril.
His knee gonna push my butt like this.
Se meu joelho estiver aberto aqui, ó.
If you open your knees like that,
Olha na minha perna.
the person on the bottom you'll be able to off balance.
6 1.
One more time.
Segura a calça.
Same thing from here.
Vamos com mão.
Right there, too good.
Hand on top of the hand
Rimado.
and smash.
Palma da mão pra
As
cima.
soon you break the grip,
E cola no cotovelo.
make your grips. Rotate your wrist. Keep the other hand control the belt. The same side that you have a control on the sleeve, you're gonna come up first. You're gonna lift your legs first.
Fecha o meu joelho. Levanta o meu braço.
Point your hips forward. Keep your knees tight like this, behind my butt.
Bate lá agora embaixo.
Now I'm not be able to off balance him or sweep him.
Agora eu vou colocar o teu joelho.
So, and then he gonna push on my knee down and walk a little bit backward and keep control this knee.
One more time. Segura. Make the grip.
Just do a little bounce. Yeah.
Palm up. Close my elbow.
Palm up, close the elbow. Stand up.
My knee inside.
point your knee tight behind my butt like this.
Nice.
Grip on the knee. Push down and open the guard.
It's okay?
Yes, sir.
So just to make sure your partner not be able to come up, they're gonna try to come up like that to take the grip, make the grip of the collar, or to break your posture.
But once you stand up, let go of the belt. Once you stand up, let go of the belt. But you keep the pressure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Eu coloquei dois. Ok.
When you make the umbrella grip and you pull the sleeve up, can you leave your hand out, or you have to bring it in?
Ele perguntou se ele pode largar a pegada ou você sempre se certifica de ficar aqui.
Sempre aqui.
Always right here. Keep control.
Aqui é que vai me dar força para não girar o punho e nem levar meu braço.
From here you have all the control. The person on the bottom, he not be able to circle the hand or to bring the arm back.
Good?
So now we're gonna go to the pass guard.
Okay. Então, bota a barreira aqui.
I'm gonna get the frames.
Isso. Então vamos primeiro uma passagem que eu descubro, né? Que hoje estão fazendo muito, que é a curiosidade.
So that's the passing guard from the old school, but most of people today, the new games, the new school, they call the name crazy dog.
Segura a manga igual.
So I'm gonna make the grip on the sleeve, qual é outro?
Igual.
On the collar.
Isso. Então eu vou chegar, tentar passar, você tá esbarrando aqui.
You're gonna try to pass my guard, but I have a control the grips and the frames.
Então, essa mão vai entrar na calça aqui, ó, de baixo.
So it has one control between my legs. He's gonna make the grip in the bottom leg.
Segura. Difícil ganhar gola, tu não vai deixar.
It's hard to make the grip in the collar because I have a control on the sleeve.
Vou lá no punho.
So we're gonna circle his hand and pin my wrist on the floor.
Agora o difícil vai ser aqui, ó, teu joelho. Certo?
So now he's gonna fight against my frame.
Quando eu tento passar, você.
If he try to drive his way forward, I'd be able to keep him away like that because I have a frame.
E a passagem de guarda sempre tem que estar com o pé vivo.
So always when you guys gonna pass the guard, make sure you always keep your feet active.
Segura a bola. Então, pé vivo. Agora eu vou ganhar o teu joelho com o meu ombro.
So as soon you keep your feet active, he gonna drop his shoulder the same side. So as soon he drive his way forward, I will try to maintain him like this, and then he gonna start to drop his shoulder on my leg, on the top leg.
Movimento o quadril.
From here it's hard for me to move. I'm not be able to make the hip escapes or bring my knee up.
Ele não pode ficar com o quadril aqui alto, que aqui teu movimento do quadril, vai.
If you drive your weight on the leg, I'd be able to move my hips.
Quando eu ganho teu joelho com o meu ombro e quebra meu quadril aqui.
So he's gonna use his elbow to smash my frame and change the angle.
Cola a cabeça na tua barriga.
Keep your head on the belly, close on the belly.
A mão esquerda sempre esticada.
A mão esquerda.
Sempre
The
esticada.
left arm always extend.
Tenta encolher a tua perna esquerda. Ó,
Like that, you're gonna pin the bottom leg on the floor.
vou só levantando a mão
So the hand you're gonna just slide up,
e vou passando lá.
and then you're gonna walk to the side.
Outro detalhe aqui, Adelinho. Se eu passar a guarda e deixar você aqui,
Another thing really important from here, from the side control.
você empurra meu peito e faz com a Adelinho.
Não, fala depois que você falou, antes que você falou.
Quando eu passo a guarda
As soon you pass the guard,
e ficar nessa posição aqui,
if you stay like that,
você empurra meu peito e faz com a Adelinho.
I still be able to push him away and make a hip escapes.
Eu preciso passar a guarda e deixar você aqui, ó.
So you need pass the guard and make sure you're gonna put your opponent like that.
Aqui você não vai ter força pra mim.
Like that, I'm not be able to push him away and recovery guard.
Esse meu cotovelo vem no teu quadril.
So this elbow right here, his left elbow, he's gonna connect on the side of the hips.
O pé sempre vivo.
Remember your feet, always active.
Bangando.
He gonna walk to the hips,
E pesa.
and then he gonna lock in my hips.
Movimento do quadril.
So he doesn't care much about the body, right? He always makes sure that he gonna lock it on my hips. So like that from here. Watch the block. He gonna connect his elbow on the side of the hips. At the same time, he gonna use his left knee to close to the other side.
Sempre pé vivo.
Always with your feet active.
Que eu sempre venho pressionando aqui também. Ó.
At the same time, deixa eu falar. At the same time, he gonna connect the shoulder pressure.
Eu não posso deixar meu adversário confortável.
Make sure your opponent gonna be uncomfortable.
Isso aqui? One more time? Isso aqui? One more time.
One more time.
É.
Muita coisa.
Fazer por outro lado. Grip and defense. Segura aqui. Segura por cima.
You're gonna circle your hand, pee on the floor, on top of the wrist. Remember that?
A pegada é minha aqui.
He has the control.
Agora eu vou colocar meu pé vivo.
Keep your feet active. Drive your body forward, your way forward. At the same time, you're gonna drop your shoulders to clear the front. Head in the belly, and then you're gonna walk to the side and pass. Same thing, you guys gonna get the position right here. Remember to make sure that you're gonna get the side control, but you're gonna stabilize the hips, not the body.
Ok? 1, 2, 3. Bell.
Okay, so now we're going to half guard pass. So we went to close guard, crazy dog, and now half guard.
Academia. Muita gente briga esgrima, não briga esgrima não.
A lot of people fight against the hooks.
O cara pode esgrimar.
The guy on the person on the bottom can get the hook,
Só não deixa ele chegar aqui.
or just remember, like, if the person on the bottom get this situation here, that's so bad for you guys, the person on the top, right? So if the person on the bottom gonna try to get the hook, just remember to anticipate my movement. Você antecipa, né?
Vem. Rapaz, corte.
I'm not be able, eu não consigo ir pra corte.
Isso.
So as soon as I try to come up like there, he gonna drive his way to the diagonal, to the side.
Se meu braço estiver aqui,
If you open your arm,
vai.
I'd be able to bump him that way and come up.
Então fecha meu cotovelo
So he always bring his elbow backward, get close,
e as duas mãos abertas.
and his both hands on the floor, open the floor.
Nunca colado.
Never you're gonna hurt your partner. If you hurt your partner, he's be able to off balance you.
Agora eu preciso matar teu quadril.
So now you need the person at the top. You need to make sure that you're gonna stack the hips.
E sempre eu passo agora com o pé vivo.
Always when you're gonna pass, he always pass with his feet active.
Pé vivo.
Feet active.
Meu joelho aqui. E adição de coxa.
Could you guys just pay attention to this situation right here? From the beginning, he walk a little bit forward and point his knee inside right here.
Qualquer teu quadril.
It's hard for me to move.
Matei teu quadril.
Now he has the control of the hips.
Botar com a mão debaixo da cabeça.
His left hand gonna get the head.
Puxar teu tronco.
Bring my head to the side a little bit.
Encaixar meu ombro no teu peito.
Connect his shoulder on my neck.
Agora eu só andando pra frente. Colocar na cabeça no chão e levantar na quadril.
So his shoulder gonna connect on the underneath the chin, on the neck.
Agora eu vou só andando pra frente.
Now he's just gonna lean his weight forward,
Pressionando o pescoço dele.
pressing his neck with your shoulder.
Meu joelho que saiu.
Now his knee is free.
Agora bota o gancho.
He's gonna use the other hook.
O quadril pode estar alto.
Your hip can be high.
Balança nele, balança.
Even if your hip is high, he's not gonna be able to off balance you.
Agora eu vou abrir, passa agora dele.
Now he's gonna open the guard and pass.
E volto a mesma posição que eu fiz lá.
Then he's gonna go back to the same position.
Aqui eu não monto, porque se eu montar ele pode me dar barrigada e eu tomar 2 pontos.
In this situation, we don't go to mount because he can like bump and get the 2 points. Because it's coming from the guard. So if you don't establish 3 seconds, it's gonna be a continuous movement.
Ó, colo e abra a mão.
Now he's gonna connect his elbow. He's gonna squeeze in with his elbow and open his hands. With the foot active, he's gonna squeeze with his leg and his thighs. Squeeze together. He's gonna pull in. Lock the shoulder in underneath the chin. And he's gonna keep walking, press the shoulder. Use the hook to open the guard and go back to the same position. Do not try to mount, or he's gonna bump you, off balance you, and get the 2 points.
A pressão que eu der no pescoço dele é onde ele vai abrir guarda.
He's open his guard because of the pressure on the neck.
Eu esqueço lá atrás, vou só andando pra cima.
Forget about the legs, just keep climbing up.
Aqui eu faço muita força na parte.
Where here, you're gonna use a lot of strength on your thighs, squeezing his leg.
Minha base está aqui na mão. Ó.
And your base is gonna be on your hands.
Puxa, aqui o ombro.
As soon as you lock your shoulder in, you pull hand in, keep walking, climbing up, and use your hook. You still have a base. You still have a good base. See? And then you pass, use your hook to open his guard, pass, and go back to the side control.
Okay?
Good.
Any questions?
You keep your left leg firmly planted on the ground and then you raise it to his body as you pass?
Você mantém a perna firme no tatame e aí você levanta. Say again?
You firmly keep it on the whole time to his stomach?
Você mantém a sua perna firme ali na barriga dele o tempo todo?
Aqui.
Pra passar?
Primeiro você precisa matar o quadril, certo?
Yeah, first you're gonna control his hip.
Agora aqui, ó.
Now he's squeezing.
Fala pra ele que não tá na barriga não, tá no quadril.
The pressure is not on the belly, the pressure is on the hip.
Movimento quadril.
He's gonna try to move his hip.
Batei o quadril dele.
His hip can move.
Agora vou pressionar.
Now he's gonna press the shoulder and use the hook to open the guard and pass. The pressure in any moment goes to his belly. Always gonna be pretty much your feet and your shoulder working.
Se eu não colocar o pé vivo, Léo.
If you don't use your feet active,
Olha como é que ele tá.
look at him. No pressure.
Agora pé vivo, ó.
Now look when you use your feet. So every time you touch your knees on the ground, you relieve pressure from your shoulder.
Eu preciso estar sempre incomodando ele, sempre incomodando ele.
You need constantly like put pressure on his neck.
Então fundamental o pé vivo.
So always keep your foot active and your hip heavy, connected, not up, connected on hip.
Ok?
Yes, sir.
More questions?
Oh, it's okay.
Salah?
Why would it be 2 points if you were almost past the guard, but like you got 2 seconds and then they bumped you over? Like when you went to mount, they bumped you over. Why would it be a sweep?
Because it's still on the guard. When you do not establish as for 3 seconds, it's considered a constant movement. So you're not established another position. You didn't make a transition yet. You're still in between the positions.
Saying
You
the
understand?
bottom one.
Yeah.
The bottom guy get the sweep.
The
for
bottom
2
guy
points?
gets the 2 points, not the top one. The bottom one.
He's still on my guard.
Yeah, he's still playing guard.
They didn't give him his
Ele
2
perguntou
points.
por
And
que
I
os
beat
2
the
pontos.
GFTeam.
Yeah, it's a hard position because, like, let's say, you guys see from outside and the referee is there working all day, so it's always can have mistakes, you know, as long as there's a person there. and you have the video, you can go back and forth. So it's hard to argue on that.
Vamos lá, Léo.
Interpretação.
Vamos explicar aqui pra ele então. A passagem de guarda, eu tenho que estar
To pass the guard, you need to be
na guarda,
inside the guard, right?
ok? Desde o momento que eu estiver em transição, em passagem de guarda aqui com ele,
When you transition to pass the guard,
e eu não passei ainda aqui nesse movimento,
and you didn't pass yet,
ele me dá a barriga.
he's gonna bump you, off bounce you, and get on top.
Então eu não passei a guarda dele, então são dois.
You didn't pass the guard. That's why it's considered a sweep, and it's 2 points. You understand?
If the guard is closed,
Yeah. Even.
Matou a resposta dele? Pergunta dele?
You understand?
that's why he's asking. They didn't give him his 2 points.
Guys, sit around here. Now we're gonna take this last couple 50 minutes to ask questions, whatever you want to know about the GFTeam or about the lineage, like where Coach Master Julio came from. Guys, feel free to ask to Ademir. He's a great black belt. He got he's competing on high level. He just fought the crowd, which is one of the biggest tournaments in the world. Only you're not able to just go there and fight. You gotta be invited. So he's one of the biggest names in the Jiu-Jitsu now. It's a pleasure for us to have him down here. So feel free to ask any question that you want to know about competition, about GFTeam, lineage, whatever personal question you want to ask him. Kind of personal. Be careful with that. And ask any question. Akshay, go ahead.
So how do you overcome, I guess, fear and nerves when you go into a really big competition? And yeah, so
As for Ademir or Master Julio?
any
Ok, bom. Como você supera o medo e o nervosismo de competição?
Eu acho que desde 74 que eu comecei a lutar, até hoje, no cagação mesmo.
Since 1974, when he started compete, till today, he's still feeling the same fear. He's still shitting his pants before proceeding.
O que eu coloco na cabeça é que o cara tá mais cagaço do que eu.
His mindset, as my opponent is more worried about than me.
Eu acho que a competição é uma superação nossa.
The competition is something that you have to overcome yourself.
E o que a competição trouxe para minha vida pessoal?
And what the competition gave him to personal life.
A vida te dá muita porrada.
The life will hit you a lot.
E eu ganho e perder no jiu-jitsu.
And me losing or winning on jiu-jitsu,
Quando a porrada da vida vem,
when life hits you,
eu não vou lá embaixo. Eu me equilibro, continuo em frente.
I will not fall. I'll fix my balance and keep walking, keep moving forward.
E não existe ninguém que vai lutar que não tá com cagaço ali.
And nobody that competes, nobody that goes to a tournament, is not feeling the same thing that you're feeling.
Foi?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that was good.
Connor?
So basically, everybody's human. Connor?
Did you win at
The crown?
yeah.
I got it in third place. I was in the semifinal.
Quantas pessoas tinha na chave?
8.
Just against the best 8 names in the world. Excellent.
Acho que era campeão mundial.
Everybody that had a world title.
Era
That's
uma
all.
chave mais difícil. Era uma chave mais difícil.
Just the hardest bracket in the world. That's all. Simple.
what advice would you give to parents who have kids in the class who don't want them to forget or lose or stop doing jiu-jitsu, but want them to continue for life?
Qual conselho que você dá para pais que têm os filhos no jiu-jitsu, mas não querem que eles desistam ou parem de treinar o GFTeam?
Não pressione.
So, he said to not pressure your kids, not push.
Who's the coach?
Much pressure. Eu, quando comecei a dar aula,
When he first started teach,
eu não sabia nada de professor.
I didn't know anything about teaching.
Eu era um grande atleta.
I was a great athlete.
Eu de faixa amarela até a faixa preta nunca tinha perdido uma luta.
Since yellow belt to black belt, he never lost a single fight.
Eu perdi a terceira competição de faixa preta.
He lost his third competition as a black belt.
E a que eu perdi foi a luta mais importante da minha vida.
The one that he lost was the most important fight of his life.
E quando me colocaram para dar aula,
And when they put him to teach,
eu tinha esse pensamento de botar as crianças para ser competidor.
he had the same mindset to put the kids to compete.
E tive a oportunidade de estudar educação física, sou professor formado em educação física.
And he had the opportunity to have his degree in physical education.
Porque eu tive bolsa através do jiu-jitsu.
Because he had a scholarship through Jiu-Jitsu.
E ali eu entendi o quanto eu errei com aquelas crianças lá atrás.
And then he understood how many mistakes he made it in the past with the kids.
As minhas crianças eram campeãs,
All his kids were winning,
a maioria com 15 anos desistiu
but everybody with 15 years old gave up
ou se lesionaram.
or got hurt.
E o pior de tudo,
And the worst,
não conseguiu ser mais nada na vida.
they become nothing in life.
Então, por isso, eu acho a importância não jogar peso em cima das crianças.
And that's why it's important you don't put weight over their shoulders.
Deixa a criança ser criança.
Let them be kids.
Deixa ela ir brincando.
Let them have fun.
A melhor coisa que tem no jiu-jitsu
The best thing of Jiu-Jitsu
não é ser campeão de jiu-jitsu,
is not about being a champion.
é mudar a vida das pessoas.
It's about changing lives.
Talvez ele não vai ser um grande lutador,
Sometimes you're not going to be a great athlete,
mas ele pode ser um grande médico,
but he can be a great doctor,
um grande policial,
a great cop,
ou que ele amar para ele fazer na vida dele.
or whatever he loves to do.
Porque tudo que a gente ama
Because everything we love,
faz com amor,
we put passion on it,
a coisa acontece.
it happens.
Muita gente, nos anos 80, diziam que eu não ia chegar a lugar nenhum.
Because people were in 1980, everybody would say that he would never become nothing. He would never be nothing.
Eu sou do subúrbio do Rio de Janeiro,
It's from the ghetto of Rio,
o sexto filho,
the sixth child,
e ninguém conhecia jiu-jitsu.
and nobody didn't know about Jiu-Jitsu.
E no Brasil, a gente é muito preocupado em se formar
And everybody in Brazil is too worried about get a degree
ou passar algum concurso público.
or get a government job.
Eu fui na contramão.
He went to the opposite way.
Eu só fiz o que eu amava.
He only did what he loved.
A maioria das pessoas que te criticaram lá atrás,
And everybody that was like criticizing him
hoje vieram meus fãs.
today is his big fan.
E eu só fiz o que eu amo.
And all he did was something that he loved.
E esse erro que eu cometi com aquelas crianças,
And all the mistake that he made in the past with the kids,
nunca mais cometi.
and he never did again.
Então, deixa a criança ser criança.
Let your kids be kids.
Ela tem que escolher o que ela quer para a vida dela.
They have to choose what they want.
E deixa ela fazer as coisas por amor.
Let they do what they love. Nossa, isso é Cana?
Was GFTeam big as it was when everyone started coaching?
No, he found it. He found it.
He's the creator of
Didn't
GFT.
exist, Connor.
Didn't exist.
Professor, I just ask again, how long you been training jiu-jitsu? How many years?
Entregou.
Cara,
Wait,
eu
You can tell by his dog.
comecei em 74.
He started in 1974.
Talvez os avós deles eram vivos.
Maybe your grandpas were alive.
Give me whatever you're taking, Professor.
E, Léo, eu nunca consegui. Tentei ser outras coisas na vida.
He tried to do something else.
Eu tentei fazer faculdade de Direito.
He tried to get a lawyer degree.
Eu vi que ia ser um péssimo advogado.
And he realized he would be horrible
E
lawyer.
voltei para coisas que eu amava.
And then he came back to what he loved.
E não me arrependo nada.
And he don't regret it.
Até os erros que eu cometi na minha vida não foram poucos.
Even the mistakes that he made through his life, it wasn't like a little.
Foram muito importantes para aprender, amadurecer e crescer.
Was very important to him to mature and grow up. Laura.
How did they become the best of the best? What did it take? What sacrifices? How long did they have to study daily? What did they do?
What do you guys do to be the best of the best? O que vocês fazem? O que vocês fazem para ser o melhor dos melhores? Qual é o sacrifício que você precisa fazer para ser o melhor?
Então, Léo, a gente estava na Universidade de Gama Filho.
We were back in the day. We were in the University of Gama Filho.
E a minha cabeça era: vem aqui, estuda, se forma e vai embora.
His mindset was come here, study, get a degree, and get out of here.
E eu vim aqui em 96, no segundo Pan-Americano.
He came to the United States in 1996 for Pan America.
Ele tinha várias propostas para vir morar aqui.
And he got many offers to come and live in the United States.
E eu vim em 2001.
He came in 2001 again.
E também tive mais propostas.
He got more offers.
E ali nós tínhamos perdido, na Universidade de Gama Filho, nós perdemos o Bruno Malfacini, que é um dos maiores campeões de Jiu-Jitsu, era nosso.
And that University of Gama Filho, he lost one of his main champions, was Bruno Malfacini.
E aí o Bruno Malfacini foi para São Paulo.
And then Bruno Malfacini went to São Paulo.
E trocar de academia sempre foi muito difícil.
And change gyms was very hard.
Ainda mais ele que era campeão mundial de preto.
Yeah, even him, like world champ on the black belt.
A gente ajudava ele para as passagens.
They helped him with money to tournaments.
E muita gente criticou.
And everybody criticized him.
E ali foi uma virada de chave na minha cabeça.
And then when he turned his mindset,
porque eu vi que ele queria viver do jiu-jitsu.
Because he realized that Bruno Malfacini wants to live from true jiu-jitsu.
E a gente ali treinava somente para se formar e sair.
And there we used to train only to get the degree, the scholarship, and leave.
E na mesma época o seu Pedro Gama Filho faleceu.
And on the same year, the guy Gama Filho, the person that founded, he died.
E aí nós transformamos a Gama Filho em GFTeam.
And then he turned Gama Filho into GFTeam.
Que nada mais é Gama Filho de homenagem ao seu Pedro. Gama Filho, né? Team.
Yeah, GFTeam is Gama Filho in memory of the guys that died.
E por eu ter sido atleta a vida toda,
because he was an athlete his entire life,
ter estudado educação física,
he got his degree.
Eu montei uma equipe de competição.
He built a team together.
Essa equipe de competição é totalmente diferente daquela aula para quem é médica, para quem é um dentista, para quem é um policial.
A competition team class is way different for a person that have another job, like a doctor, a cop, or a lawyer.
Ele tá ali porque quer performance.
He's there because he want to perform.
E eu montei esse horário de competição.
But this class, competition class,
que a gente fazia posição, você vivenciou isso lá, posição de manhã e o treino à tarde.
He put a drill train that we only do drills. I was there, and then a competition afternoon.
E ali a gente começava a fazer uma equipe de competidores, não tinha mistura com a aula da noite.
And then we start to build a team only for competition, not mixing them with classes, regular classes.
E ali a gente começou a ter vários resultados.
And then when we started getting the results.
O primeiro cara a conquistar foi o Rodolfo Vieira.
The first one to win was Rodolfo Vieira.
E ele seria campeão em qualquer outra equipe, como qualquer campeão em qualquer equipe, acho que paga o preço.
He would be champion in any other team, like any other champion, since he's paying the price.
Mas talvez não fosse o Rodolfo Vieira pessoa se não fosse o GFTeam.
But he wouldn't be the person, Rodolfo Vieira, if it wasn't for GFTeam.
A nossa filosofia é formar um cidadão.
Our philosophy is to build a person.
O campeão é uma consequência desse trabalho.
The champion is the consequence of this work.
Eu acredito que o Rodolfo, a GFTeam chegou, não chegou?
GFTeam would be GFTeam,
Mas o Rodolfo acelerou demais esse processo todo que ele fez dentro do tatame.
but Rodolfo Vieira he pushed GFTeam to be what it is today faster through what he did on that mat.
Então, se você quer ser o melhor,
Then if you want to be the best,
paga o preço.
you want to pay the price.
Que preço é esse?
What is the price?
Várias vezes na minha vida, sábado à noite,
Every time in his life, Saturday night,
tinha uma festinha por aí,
he had a party to go,
mas domingo tinha campeonato.
but Sunday he had a tournament.
Vários sábados à noite,
Every Saturday night,
domingo não tinha campeonato
Sunday wouldn't have tournament.
e eu não tinha dinheiro para sair.
He didn't have money to go.
Eu fui de 16 anos até os 35 anos peso pena.
From 16 to 36, featherweight.
Naquela época não tinha nutricionista.
Back in the day, they didn't have a nutritionist.
Eu passava na fome mesmo.
He was starving.
Então são coisas que é o preço que eu falo para ser campeão.
That's one of the price that he said that you need to pay to be the champion. Like sacrifice, like party, friends, food, social life. Like if you, as I said, I told you guys before, I passed through that. If you wanna be the best, that you wanna achievement has to be equivalent to sacrifice. If you wanna be the best in the world, you gotta sacrifice the most in the world.
Good.
Jared?
What's one thing that you dislike and one thing that you like in the evolution of Jiu-Jitsu since you started training?
O que você gosta e o que você não gosta da evolução do jiu-jitsu desde que você começou a treinar?
Cara, eu gosto de tudo da evolução. Tudo eu gosto de jiu-jitsu.
He don't think it's a thing that he dislikes because he likes everything.
Eu sou faixa preta de judô também.
He's also a black belt on judo.
Então, o judô há 30 anos que eu treinava atrás,
Then judo, since 30 years ago,
é mais ou menos a mesma coisa que eu.
it's still the same thing.
E o jiu-jitsu tem sempre uma novidade.
And jiu-jitsu every year is new.
Como eu falei aqui no início, a minha faixa é diferente que eu comecei primeiro.
As he said on the beginning of the seminar, his belt is just different because he started early.
Mas não, eu aprendo com cada um deles. Nada com que eu possa aprender com cada um deles.
But this don't stop him to learn with you guys.
E jiu-jitsu.
This is jiu-jitsu.
Good?
Any advice for wrestlers transitioning into jiu-jitsu?
Algum conselho para wrestlers que querem treinar jiu-jitsu?
Já tá meio caminho andado, pô.
Halfway there.
O wrestling americano é muito bom, pô.
American wrestling is really good.
É muito difícil, pode pegar um cara do wrestling aí que nunca treinou jiu-jitsu, é muito difícil raspar um cara, botar um cara pra baixo.
To get somebody that train wrestling and put him on jiu-jitsu is really hard to sweep him or take him down. You just gotta land the ground.
I was gonna ask, why do you like jiu-jitsu? Is it because you beat people up?
Questions,
Faz essa pergunta, faz essa
Ele quer saber
pergunta.
porque você gosta de jiu-jitsu, é porque você bate na pessoa?
He likes to beat
O
people up.
jiu-jitsu, Léo, o jiu-jitsu, eu acho que pra cada um deles ele traz alguma coisa de bom.
Jiu-jitsu, he thinks for each of you brings something good.
Pra mim, por exemplo,
For him, as example.
eu sempre fui um garoto muito tímido.
He was always a introvert. How do you say that? Introvert.
Pra eu estar aqui na frente dele,
Sean, to be here in front of you guys,
o jiu-jitsu me ajudou muito.
Jiu-Jitsu helped him a lot.
Então, eu tenho vários alunos
Then he had a lot of students
que têm depressão,
that have depression.
um remédio,
They have medicine.
parte treinar jiu-jitsu
They stopped training jiu-jitsu.
e parte com remédio.
They stopped medicine.
Então, eu vejo disso muito mais com qualidade de vida.
Then he sees jiu-jitsu more for quality of life, life quality.
Isso que me fez me apaixonar pelo esporte.
That what makes him fall in love for the
Não
sport.
foi ser campeão de jiu-jitsu.
Not about be a champ.
Eu sinto que o jiu-jitsu traz de importância pra minha vida.
That's what jiu-jitsu brings as a goal to his life.
Good.
Got it. So, let me see somebody that didn't ask yet, Levi.
How did your first competition feel?
Como é que você se sentiu na sua primeira competição?
Muito nervoso,
Very nervous.
Tiene mucho miedo.
mas depois que passa,
But after,
eu quero lutar de novo.
he won to fight again.
Ah.
A adrenalina da competição,
The adrenaline of the tournament,
que a gente passa, supera a gente mesmo.
that we overcome ourselves,
E no dia da competição, fala o que tu treinou.
On the day of the tournament, you just gotta do what you have trained.
E a tua cabeça.
And your head.
Pra ter o resultado.
To have a good result. Got it?
Good?
Yeah. Rowan.
When did you start jiu-jitsu again?
1974. Jacobo?
When you started jiu-jitsu?
1974.
Oh.
Alright, no more kids. Pineapple. Brian.
When would you say someone should start considering doing competitions and like competing?
Can you say louder?
Quando competir?
When would you say somebody like a white belt who just started jiu-jitsu start competing?
Faixa branca começar a competir.
Quando o professor achar seguro que está na hora dele lutar e quando ele quiser lutar.
Whatever your coach tell you to, and whatever you want to.
Eu acho importante participar da competição.
I think it's important to be part of a tournament.
Para você se testar.
To test yourself.
E para você sentir essa adrenalina.
And for you to feel the adrenaline.
Porque essa adrenalina é apaixonante.
Because this adrenaline is addictive.
Eu com 60 anos, ano que vem vou voltar a lutar.
Him with 60 years old. He's gonna fight again next year.
Se tiver alguém vivo na minha categoria.
If there's an opponent alive to fight.
What was the reason you started jiu-jitsu?
What's the reason? Por que você começou
a treinar? Então, eu tinha um peito maior que o outro e o médico mandou fazer um esporte. E aí, alguns amigos meus faziam jiu-jitsu e eu fui lá, né, me inscrever, achando que fosse judô. E aí me apaixonei pelo esporte.
I didn't know that. He had a chest bigger than the other, like kind of uneven. And then his doctor told him to find a sport. And then he signed up for jiu-jitsu thinking that was judo. And then he fell in love. Good.
So, since you've been doing jiu-jitsu, how many injuries have you had?
Wait, what? Say again?
How many injuries has he had?
Você já se machucou?
Cara, muito poucas vezes.
Very few.
Porque eu nunca tive vaidade treinando.
Because he never had a pride or ego to train.
O cara encaixou uma dela riva, eu cedi o esporte.
The guy put the La Riva on him, he let it go.
O cara encaixou o armlock, eu bati antes.
The guy connect the arm bar, no more questions. He tapped.
Então eu nunca tive vaidade para treinar.
Never have a pride to train.
Acho que isso me ajudou bastante.
That's what helped a lot.
Papai do céu também, né?
And God, of course. Janice?
Você falaria se flexibilidade e força estão no mesmo nível, um é mais importante que o outro?
What do you think
Flexibilidade ou força?
What do you think is more important for jiu-jitsu, flexibility or strength?
Or are they the same?
Or they are the same?
Flexibility for you, right?
Eu acho que
How does the pretzel, brother? The human pretzel?
Léo, um pouco de cada.
Yeah, a little bit like both. A balance. A balance.
Um pouco de cada. Eu nunca consegui colocar minha testa no joelho, sempre muito duro. Mas o meu quadril sempre saiu bem.
I could never put my head on my knee because my hip don't have mobility. But he can move his hip.
Acho que cada um tem sua característica.
I think everybody has their own.
Por mais que eu treinasse, eu nunca ia conseguir chegar à flexibilidade que o Léo tem.
No matter how much I train, you never have my flexibility.
Nobody will ever have a feel. You have the brother in the back. He has a question.
Shane! She has a question.
I have a question. What's the most valuable non-jiu-jitsu lesson that jiu-jitsu has taught you?
A lição mais valiosa fora do jiu-jitsu que o jiu-jitsu ensinou.
Fora do
pergunta que mãe, né?
jiu-jitsu te trouxe. Fora do jiu-jitsu.
Fora do jiu-jitsu que o jiu-jitsu te ensinou.
Eu acho que várias vezes na minha vida lá fora eu podia ter oportunidade para eu explodir e brigar. Eu acho que o jiu-jitsu me segurou a me conter. Isso aí foi. Acho que esse foi o principal, o meu autocontrole.
He would say self-control because every time in his life he could get into a fight, but jiu-jitsu helped him to have a self-control and leave the situation. help him to avoid fights?
Because he knew he'd beat him.
I think when you have nothing to prove, helps a lot. Guys, unfortunately, we don't have more time for questions. I appreciate everybody that show up. If you want to take a picture with Master Julio, please wait on the red carpet. For now, let's line up, okay? And thank you so much, Julio. Thank you, Ademir, for your presence here today.